Don't freaking use your rank up or your Arthur buff for no reason, especially in turn 1 or turn 2. I think a lot of people who do or who did this OG demon already, they do trouble with this. So send this to everyone who you guys think, hey yo, you guys still don't exactly know how to do this demon. And last time I did the video already, but it was like my very first try, so I didn't have that much experience. Now I actually have 31 level 100, so you guys can think how many demons I already did. So I have like pretty much good insight about the demon now. Number 1, it's actually very important, but people do not exactly know about that yet. Have some communication. I don't know why, what the problem is. I actually changed my pool of my sticker or emotes just for this demon. I think those 2 or those 4, everyone has it, right? Number 1, the rank up. Okay, can you rank up? Don't use this rank up in order to say, hey, I will rank up. This is just to show you have a rank up. Then you wait for the response of your partner. The partner can say, for example, this is the most important emote, in my opinion. Guys, please use this emote. This means I have no fucking cards. Don't use the rank up and burn cards instead. Sometimes it worked. Sometimes it really worked. I use this and say, please attack. I have no cards. Please attack and burn cards. The sad thing is as well, sometimes people burn like 3 single targets of melee. Like, why? Why? I am showing them that I have a rank up. I'm telling them I have no cards, I won't rank up. I'm telling them, please attack. So those are basically the most important emotes. Of course, this as well. I can buff. Because I think you guys know, within 3 turns, okay, we have to buff with Arthur or we are fucked up. If you don't have a golden Arthur rank up buff in turn 3, try to, no matter what, use a 2-star Arthur buff, and then you might still be able to kill phase 1. Because if you don't kill and you get sealed, just quit out. It's not going to be worth to continue unless you have a list backline, but a list backline just makes this everything slow. So here, coming to the team as well, in my opinion, attack food is number 1, of course. Using no attack food works as well. She's actually the number 1 backline because she's increasing his personal stacks as well, and he's gonna hit like a truck. And yeah, if you have attack set for Diane, that would be much better. If you have HP, that works as well, but then she hits a little bit less hard. Here, Gotha still HP and obviously attack crit damage here. Another thing as well is before you're going to do this. So first of all, in the OG demon, most of the times you probably have a raid partner. Like I do have a raid partner. I will do with Dylan a little bit. I will not explain anything, and I will just communicate with Dylan with the emotes. But also here as well, get this buff on and activate the buff the moment you are going to actually trade with someone, or you know exactly I will do a lot of demons to have a best amount of demons within 1 hour. And if you do hard, that would be a little bit smarter, because obviously if you do hard, you're going to save time while you're going to get this. But yeah, I would say we're going to jump into our few runs now, and I will explain everything all over again. So okay guys, we activated the blessing. So obviously there's another thing I haven't explained. It's the positioning. So always have Gotha on different positioning as your partner, because the thing is, if you guys for example have the same positioning on Gotha in the very first turn, okay, it only counts in the first turn. The 7th card is always the same card based on your positioning, which means if your Gotha is on the same positioning, you only have a chance of 1 out of 6 in order to get a Gotha rank up in turn 1. But if you have different positionings, both of you will draw 2 different cards, which means you have a 1 out of 3 chance to actually draw a rank up. But yeah, let's just see. Here, first of all, in the first turn, always taunt no matter what, because he's turning off. I had someone asking me, hey, Chick, do you know why I can't rank up in turn 2? Why I can rank up in turn 2, but I can't rank up in turn 3? I was like, bro, he has a turn off, which means if you are not going to taunt, he may turn off your Arthur or he may turn off your Gotha, and your run might be dead. So in the first turn, always just do it like this, just burn cards. And now basically what I will tell him is, I have a rank up, but now because it's stupid to rank up now, because we have to merge. So never merge unless he has like around here HP, then it is worth it. Here he's telling us, I have no cards, so don't rank up please. So all we do is we make our positioning better, so we do it like this. Here, don't merge it like this. move this here to the side, so that we get more ult gauges, because if you also buy you guys one more turn, okay, all we do is we are getting ults, and the ults can deal a shit ton of damage, which is going to help us, because what if we don't draw more cards, right? Here, as you can see, my card draw is insane, thanks to just stalling. Another thing as well is, of course, in turn 2, it would be okay to buff if, for example, the Arthur team has like no HP. But the thing is, in the backline, in my opinion, the best backline is going to be Liz for the Arthur team, because the Arthur team can take more damage if he does only AoEs. He actually hits very, very hard. And the second best would be the Barn, because Barn decreases incoming damage. So here, for example, 2 single targets, they should be killing, I think. Yeah, they are going to kill. So I can actually just burn it like this, which is going to be super helpful as well, because our Diane, she can actually kill, or she can actually deal the damage cap if you have high ult level into the last phase. So here, as you can see, double single target is going to kill, and we are good to go. Okay, I really hope we are going to kill, because it kind of looks close, but yeah, we are totally fine. And okay, this is basically it with phase 1. Never rank up or buff before turn 3 unless you are forced to. Okay, or you have, both of you have good cards and you have an instant merge already. Here, another thing I haven't mentioned is as well, the Diane team is the carry team. So basically here, if the Diane team is attacking like this is going to kill. Okay, never use, I see a lot of randoms, they use their golden melee single target immediately after I use my single target. And most of the times you are going to proc the evasion. Like, why would you proc the evasion for no reason when you can just kill like this? So at least use your bad cards first to deal a little bit of damage, so that your golden single target melee eventually kills. If you proc the evasion, you can use an ult though, so the ult can kill as well. So I will show you guys one more run where I will on purpose proc it. Okay, here, as you can see, those cards, they are going to kill. Like, there's no reason to burn all your, or to rank up all your bad cards, so that you are not going to make a guaranteed 5 turn to a, I don't know, 10 turns or whatever, and taking any risks of taking more damage. Yes, you can see, it's such an easy raid, but people who rank up too early or buff too early, you guys are just making the demon harder than it actually is. That is the message of this video. So we will do one more run, and here, as you can see, this is the reason why we do this. We get an extra drop, and especially if you do hard, obviously it's much better, because if you do hard, it's much faster and you can get eventually more runs in, if you do it with randoms at least. Let's see if I can proc this, okay? Let's see if I can proc this time. That would be cool. I would just put it into the video very quick, because basically that's what I wanted to show once in the video as well. I didn't do that many single targets, so I think here we should be able to not deal too much damage with our melee. Yes, here, as you can see, we are going to proc it, and then you're just going to use an ult last. Always use ult last, because I see so many people use ult before they are going to do anything. Like, why would you do that? It's so stupid to use all the damage cards first, so that you don't know if you're going to proc the passive or not, and then the only card which can actually kill over the passive, it's going to be ult. So always use the ult last, or wait at least for your mate what they are going to do. And usually the best is to wait what the Diane team does, because the Diane team hits somehow much harder. I honestly do not know, but especially if you, for example, use a Liz backline, obviously you do less damage, because you don't get the damage increase. So this is something I just wanted to have into the video as well, because I think it's pretty interesting to see, or actually to see it with your eyes, because hey, some people only believe it when they see it, right guys? Okay guys, coming to the next explanation, why do I run the Diane team? So I had someone, for example, who asked me, hey, can you change to Arthur? Like, I have no problems with changing to Arthur. The thing is though, the Diane team is the carrying team, because you have 2 damage dealers, number 1. And also, the Diane team, if you have Diane team, you have to know exactly what to do. Because if you don't know what to do, if you don't know your own damage, then you are just fucking up the run. It's not good at all if you're going to run Diane and just basically fucking your own mate. Okay, so here, for example, he told us he has a rank up. I will tell him, don't rank up, because my cards are shit. So go attack. You know, because the thing is, here, for example, if we would rank up this, what will help? This won't help at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to rush ults again. We're going to just burn this, and because we know he has good cards, or we know we want to have different cards, we do this. We can burn it like this and getting one more ult gauge of melee, because later we can just get the melee ult, for example, which is going to be super helpful. And as I said, we are going to purposely just proc the passive so that I can use an ult in order to finish him off. To show you guys as well, we can overdo the evasion. If I can get today a run where we actually, where we are going to not get a golden rank up in turn 3, that would be very good. Not a normal rank up in turn 3, so that we can show you guys, hey, it is possible without getting a rank up to still finish it. But the thing is, the video will get a little bit longer that way. But yeah, here as you can see, now into this turn, by the way, it's always turn 3 where he has the buffs, which means he's going to apply all the debuffs onto us, so that's why we want to kill in this turn. So here, with a single target as well, we can kill already, but because I want to have an ult, okay, I will have his ult anyways, I will just burn the AoE because I don't really need the AoE. So it will be a little bit wasted now, or wait, do you have a... Okay, Dylan will use his ult last, because Dylan has the ult of Gotha. It won't be wasted, because if I would use my melee ult, it would be so freaking wasted. So that's why it's also good in general, as I said earlier, to stall a little bit. Oh yeah, there was one thing as well. If you run the Arthur team and you have troubles with surviving, yeah, why use like gold food or whatever? Use HP food so you are tankier. Easy solution. Okay, so if I do this and this, it usually procs the passive. And now what you do is basically you need to use an ult afterwards. So just burn cards again. So that you eventually deal enough damage so that you actually do proc if it doesn't proc, and then use an ult after. You can still just easily kill through the evasion without any issues. So here as you can see, okay, sorry, I do too much damage. we had too many stacks on melee, so I did too much damage, but I think you get the hang what I'm talking about, right guys? So now we're just going to continue. Unfortunately, I don't have her ult, so now we are actually lacking in cards. So, for example, it would have been a little bit better if I would have rushed this ult. But yeah, so for now, I will just use this, and try to do some damage. So yeah, that is why I'm telling you guys that the Diane team is the carrying team, because you have the Diane, which can deal the damage cap, and your Meliodas automatically hits harder because you are actually burning more single targets than the left team. Even though, like, for example, he has Arthur, but the thing is, Arthur does like barely any damage, you know. But yeah, as I said, this demon is insanely easy, and the only reason, or the only time you're going to make the demon harder is if you're going to just burn your rank up or buff too early. Also, another reason why you don't buff immediately with Arthur is the only time you can buff with Arthur immediately is when you are going to kill in the same turn. And in the first phase, if he didn't take enough damage, you only have 2 single targets, and that might not kill. You need another AoE or another single target, so you need 3 attack slots in order to kill guaranteed in the first phase if you're going to rank up in turn 2. And that is basically only happening, or only possible, if your Meliodas, not Meliodas, if you have an instant merger to the rank up. Hey Rockstar, how's it going, dude? And yeah, as you can see, we're streaming live on Twitch, so make sure to check it out. Okay, now we're going to try to have a run where we don't get the double rank up, or we are just going to fake it. Okay, we're going to fake it eventually. Let's just see what is going to happen. Here, this is another thing I haven't covered yet. I totally forgot about that actually. If you have 2 single targets of Arthur, like even if they don't merge, especially if they don't merge, use them separately. I've seen some people using them or merging them and then use them, and then you are missing out the gray stack. The gray stack will be super helpful in order to survive, because here as you can see, I have no problems at all to do the demon with a level 80 Arthur. So level 80 Arthur obviously has way more problems in staying alive, right guys? See, as you can see, we are actually using the Arthur team, and basically what should you do when you are in the Arthur team as a in the second phase? So depending on how good your partner is, of course, I can still even carry with the Arthur team, but what we do is definitely we want to at least try to get as many ults as we can. For example, here I can get his ult, so what I will do is I will just do this. I will use this single target, and just in case I will just let him attack. Of course, if he attacks, then it's a different thing, so always wait for the other person, what will he do, and at the end I will just burn my ult. And, oh no, why do you burn your ult? Your ult hits way harder than an Gotha ult. But well, still here, as you can see, I will just use the Gotha ult last in order to eventually kill, just in case I don't kill, but I should be killing, so it doesn't really matter at all. So that's basically what you do. Try to rush ults if you can. Okay guys, another thing as well I haven't showed is don't buff. Why would you buff in the last turn when the buff is still on? Like, I see a lot of people actually still do it. I mean, it's nothing wrong about that, but the thing is, better try to kill in that turn, so do as much damage as you can. And then if it's needed, then you can just buff in the next round. Of course, if you're afraid that your Arthur dies, then you can buff, but buff last if the buff is still on. Because also another thing, don't use a golden rank up unless the Arthur buff is already gone. Because the thing is, the golden rank up gives you 20% stats, while Arthur gives you 30% stats, so it can't be overridden. And if you don't have another Arthur buff, then you won't have buffs for the last phase. But yeah, that's... now we have everything covered, I think. So, okay guys, I think you guys have learned basically almost everything. You guys have seen that Dylan and me, the only communication was that I told him to just use the ult. I will purposely try to trigger the passive. Unfortunately, it didn't trigger, but I think you guys got the hang in there. Now we're going to fake it out. We are going to try to, or we're not going to rank up, okay? Dylan, don't rank up even if we have a rank up. Just show that you have a rank up, but don't use it. So we still just play it normally, just as if we would play and try to hope to get everything done. And I just hope we actually don't get a rank up, because that would be good. Because the thing is, if we do get a rank up, it slows our run a little bit, you know what I mean? But yeah, so fuck, we have a rank up. So I would just burn the rank up onto my Meliodas instead, or into my... yeah, I would just burn my rank up onto her, just as if we would, for example, have drawn a different card, so that we try to maximize our cards in order to draw a rank up, right? You would be playing it like this. Okay, I hope you have three. I hope you have two. You have a 2-star Arthur in your hand still, Dylan, because else it would be a bad showcase, bro. Okay, good. So that is the reason why he burned it, because he can still just rank up himself in order to get the stuff. And here, as you can see, we deal a lot of damage already because we didn't draw a rank up. So what we do is we try to do as much damage as we can in order to kill him without having a golden rank up. Can you just don't rank up your Arthur and buff with the silver, so that we can show them silver is enough? So I hope the delay is not too long, Dylan. So just use the 2-star Arthur for me. So let's say basically he didn't draw a rank up, he didn't draw an Arthur buff at all, so this is what we're going to do. And basically now best is obviously if I'm going to do it like this, if I am going to do this and also this. I should have used the 2-star maybe, but yeah, he can still a little bit do some damage. I think I'm killing already, so it's a little bit wasted that Dylan burnt his single target, but that is totally fine. Like, you have to make sure that you're going to move to transition in this phase, because if we don't have a golden rank up, then we are fucked, obviously, right? Golden Arthur buff, we are fucked if we do get the debuffs on. So here, as you can see, no problems with killing, because we did get some okay cards in order to deal a lot of damage. And now what we're going to do is, obviously, we still just do the, oh, we are turned off, that's an issue. So I will just use this. I will just do this and this for now. So basically now it takes a little bit longer to beat the demon, but as I said, I want to show you guys the best way of beating this bullshit. So the only sad thing is here, he has a dissolve. So basically, oh shit, this is bad. I didn't do enough damage because we are turned off. So, oh my god, this is so wasted. I'm so sorry. So this is something you can't do anything about it. It is what it is, just because we didn't have the golden, we on purpose didn't have the golden Arthur buff. But yeah, so this is basically the only time where the boss actually is a little bit harder, basically because we did it on purpose. Because we are getting the seal on. So what we need is, in a little bit, we need the ult of him. That will be helpful. I can break this time because I don't have the turn off anymore, even though we have no ult gauges. It should do enough. So we're going to do this. I will just rank him up for now and attack with this for now, so that I get the ult. Because later on he's going to get the reflect, and the reflect can be only gotten away if we are going to use the ult of Melly, unless we kill before he has the reflect. So I think he has it soon. I'm not sure because usually I don't take longer than 2 turns to beat this. So it's really hard to tell. Like, especially most of the times you do have an Arthur gold buff. Here, for example, it's procced. Very, very unfortunate that it didn't kill. But yeah, we didn't have an Arthur buff. So obviously killing isn't that easy. But we do have a lot of ults now. The only problem is, of course, that most likely we are turned off. So we probably can't use anything. So here, don't attack into him because it does a lot of damage. Unless, actually, do you have an ult? Oh, perfect. So this is gonna one-shot. So usually, let's say in this turn, if you wouldn't have been able to use an ult which guaranteed kills, you have to just burn cards. Here, for example, I would just burn those 2 cards. And, oh yeah, another thing I haven't mentioned is when we are in phase 2, okay? When the Diane team can actually kill easily, you have to know your damage. Then you can attack before that. The left team is either rushing ults or the left team is burning cards if you have proper ults already. Best is to get the melee ult, or Arthur ult is pretty good as well. If you can only get the Gotha ult, it's not bad. It still deals it okay damage. So now, of course, we wait as well. Do you have a buff? Unfortunately, he doesn't have a buff, so we can just go attack. So we do this, we do this, we do this. So here as you can see, even though we cut our own run in order to show you guys this, we still have no problems at all. Of course, we will take a decent amount of damage because in the last phase, he does do quite a lot of damage, especially if we don't have an Arthur buff, but we should be still able to kill it. Imagine we don't kill it, that would be so embarrassing, guys. But we should be fine. Okay, very good. This, of course, is the benefit of if you have a high melee ult. So not everyone can replicate exactly like us, but the thing is, I think you guys know what I mean. Right? If we would have had a buff, he would have died already. And especially if you guys would have had a buff, your ult would have done around the same damage. Probably, unless you have like just a 1/6, but that's basically how easy it is. Also, another reason why this is the carrying team, if she uses her AoE, your own team, it only counts for your own team, takes less damage from AoE. So obviously, your team is much, much tankier. And also, Diane uses the blue Tamil link because the red Tamil does not work. And yeah, I really hope it was helpful, and a lot of people learn now how to do properly this OG demon. Thanks Dylan so much for joining, and of course everyone who's here as well. And yeah, share this, because I'm really fed up from all those random demons when they do random ass stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and peace out for now.